you were even the intimacy coordinator in some of those sexier scenes. Like, we saw you.
That shouldn't be happening, by the way. I just want to be clear.
You were teaching Justin how to pull you in.
Where have you seen this?
Our story really begins December 2024. That's the date.
Yep.
That's when actress Blake Lively filed a formal sexual harassment complaint against her co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. This was fresh off their film, It Ends With Us.
Right after the production.
Yeah. And the allegations in her filing, this was with the California Civil Rights Department.
Yeah.
That's the state agency, that investigates workplace discrimination. Often the first formal step.
The first protocol, yeah.
They were pretty specific. She alleged boundary violations on set, things like unscripted kissing scenes, on-camera intimacy beyond what she'd agreed to.
Basically creating what she described as a hostile work environment.
Exactly. She said it left her feeling unsafe, disrespected.
And what's immediately striking here is just how quickly this complaint triggered a full-blown PR firestorm.
Oh, instantly.
Yeah. Our sources show Lively's camp saying, they simply wanted a safe workplace, standard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Baldoni's team immediately countered. They said she was actually trying to, and this is their framing, fix her negative reputation.
After rumors about her conduct on set.
Exactly. So right away, it set up these two completely different narratives, right? Battling for public belief from the get-go.
But the narrative, well, it takes an even more unexpected turn pretty fast. Just under a month later, January 16th, 2025.
So not much breathing room there.
No. Baldoni fired back with this honestly audacious $400 million countersuit.
$400 million, that's a statement number.
It absolutely is. And it wasn't just against Lively. It named her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and even their publicist.
Wow, broadening the scope significantly.
Totally. Accusing them of trying to hijack control of the film, crafting a smear campaign to derail him, and leaking private texts to manipulate public opinion.
So beyond just the immediate legal stuff, this kind of counteraction, especially with such a huge figure attached, that dollar amount, it wasn't just escalation.
No, it felt like something more strategic.
It really did, almost like a masterclass in strategic counter-narrative.
Yeah.
Weaponizing legal action to shift public perception, maybe pressure the accuser.
Put her on the defensive.
Yeah. And the New York Times even weighed in on these alleged PR efforts. They reported on attempts to sort of bury Lively's narrative and defend Baldoni's reputation.
So it highlights how fast this moved beyond just a legal dispute.
Oh yeah, straight into a public battle for control of the entire story.
Okay, so now you might think a few months later maybe things would settle down a bit, but the case took another sharp, kind of unexpected turn back in the courtroom.
Always twists and turns.
Always. On June 10th, 2025, a judge delivered a pretty significant blow to Baldoni's camp.
Okay.
His defamation suit.
Dismissed.
Dismissed entirely. Wow. The reason cited was a lack of evidence that Lively's original harassment report was malicious. That's a really high bar for defamation, you know.
Right, the actual malice standard.
Exactly. It means Baldoni couldn't prove she made the claims knowing they were false or, with reckless disregard for the truth.
Which is tough to prove.
Very tough. So you'd think that might close the chapter, right?
You would think. But not quite.
Not quite.
So this raises a really critical question, doesn't it? What happens when one legal door closes?
Yeah.
But another, maybe more public avenue for confrontation just opens right up.
That's what happened here.
It seems so. Our sources show that July 2025 brought a truly surprising twist. Blake Lively's legal team issued subpoenas.
Okay, subpoenas for what?
Well, not just for Baldoni's documents, which you might expect.
Right.
But for any media personalities, journalists, and crucially, creators who had criticized her online.
Wait, creators? Like online commentators?
Yes. This expanded the conflict dramatically, pulled in a whole host of new, kind of unexpected players.
And among those named was this YouTuber, Lauren Knighty, better known as Letha Lauren 904.
Letha Lauren, yeah. She'd been posting reaction videos, basically breaking down every twist of the Baldoni case.
So just commenting on public news.
Pretty much. And imagine being a creator doing that, and suddenly you get this demand for incredibly invasive data.
Like what kind of data?
Everything from her private banking records to her email correspondence.
Whoa! With no clear link to the underlying dispute between Lively and Baldoni.
That was her argument, yeah. That's the chilling reality Lauren said she faced.
Okay, wow.
And she certainly saw this as an intimidation tactic. aimed directly, she felt, at chilling her free speech.
Making creators think twice before commenting.
Exactly. Effectively making them self-censor for fear of these costly legal battles. Sending a clear message, maybe, to other online commentators. Watch your mouth, or we'll drag you into court.
Which pulls us right into the heart of the current conflict, doesn't it?
It really does. Shifting from just a two-sided legal battle
Between two stars.
to this much wider debate about the boundaries of online expression. What can you say? What are the risks?
And Lauren wasn't alone in this, was she?
No, she wasn't. On July 30, 2025, the well-known gossip blogger Perez Hilton also publicly vowed to fight what he called an invasive subpoena,
He got one too.
apparently, seeking his unpublished materials' personal communications.
So similar demands.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And Perez argued that Lively's team was just overreaching, targeting anyone who had simply commented on what was already a very public legal battle.
Just engaging with the news cycle.
Basically. So by August 1st, 2025, Lauren took her own decisive action.
Okay, what did she do?
She filed a motion asking the court for a protective order against Lively.
A protective order? What does that do legally?
It's essentially a legal shield
Yeah.
to try and stop any future subpoenas or threats of legal action related to this.
Oh, sure.
She pointed out that, okay, the original subpoenas had actually already been dropped.
Oh, they were.
Yes. But crucially, she argued the mere possibility of them being reissued at any time that was leaving her, and presumably other critics, constantly on edge.
Living under a sort of legal shadow.
That's how she framed it.
Yeah.
In her letter to the court, she wrote that the whole experience, quote, felt like being bullied by one of Hollywood's biggest stars.
Strong words.
Yeah. And that the threat of endless costly litigation was enough to silence even, the toughest voices online.
So, as we trace this incredible timeline, this whole thing, the real question kind of emerges, right? What are the broader implications?
Exactly.
When these courtroom dramas spill so aggressively into our digital lives, especially for ordinary online commentators like Lauren.
People just participating in the conversation.
Yeah, so right now the judge is weighing Lauren's request for that protective order. That's pending.
While the main case, Lively's suit against Baldoni and his countersuit, that's still heading towards a trial, scheduled for March 2026, I believe.
So that's still rumbling on in the background.
Definitely. But this side battle over the subpoenas, that's really turned into its own spectacle.
Yeah.
And free speech advocates are watching very, very closely.
Because it's not just about whether someone has to hand over their bank records, is it?
Not at all. It raises this really important question for all of us, I think. Is this standard legal discovery? Where lawyers gather genuinely relevant information for the core case?
What?
Or is it a calculated power move? An overreach designed solely to silence critics by, burdening them with these invasive demands and the constant threat of endless litigation.
These are the crux of it.
It really is.
Yeah.
And this profound shift highlights how legal battles now extend far beyond the courtroom. They reach right into the digital spaces where public opinion is shaped and challenged every single day.
Wow. So we've really seen how just a single complaint can ripple outwards, transforming a workplace dispute into this complex legal drama, and then into something even bigger, a broader, really essential conversation about digital free speech.
And stepping back, this deep dive, it profoundly illustrates, I think, the critical importance of understanding the implications of information today.
It's not just about traditional media anymore.
Not at all. It's about how the fast-paced world of online commentary is constantly redrawing the lines between, say, public discourse and these high-stakes legal strategies.
Yeah.
The two are becoming really intertwined.